Hi everyone, today we're going to take a look at the best RX 6800 GPU in the market for this year. First, we're going to show you our top 9 best picks, and we'll talk about what you should look for before buying a best RX 6800 GPU. You can find links to all of the products we've mentioned in this video down in the description below. Let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have ASUS ROG Strix AMD Radeon RX 6800. ASUS did an incredible job with ASUS ROG Strix AMD Radeon RX 6800. It accumulated all the best features you can imagine and put them here. The cooling system of the ASUS ROG Strix AMD Radeon RX 6800 is quite ingenious. The 3 fans now have more fan blades, with 13 blades on the center fan and 11 on the auxiliary fans. The center fan rotates in the opposite direction. This allows for less turbulence and more static pressure for the best airflow. You get ample ports with the GPU, 1 HDMI 2.1, and 3 DisplayPort 1.4. The only thing missing here is Type-C. 16 of the fastest GDDR6 enables you to load scenes instantly. The RX 6800 is powerful enough to play most modern titles at a 1440p high preset. On the software side, you get GPU Tweak Roman 2, which allows you to tweak performance, thermals. System monitoring is also possible here. Coming to RGB, the RGB is quite subtle here. If you want more vivid RGB, check out that finish. Otherwise, the design is pretty clean with a black and gray color scheme. All these features come at a steep price. Hence, if you want a cheaper GPU, check the ASUS TUF Gaming AMD Radeon RX 6800. Moving on to the next, at number 2 with MSI AMD Radeon RX 6800 Gaming X Trio. The most attractive part of the MSI AMD Radeon RX 6800 Gaming X Trio is the aesthetics. MSI did a superb job with the design here. You get a black and silver color scheme with a gamery look. On top of that, the RGB present here is excellent. It shines brightly and has a vivid color profile. To control the RGB and other performance tweaks, you can use the MSI Dragon Center software. The build quality of the MSI AMD Radeon RX 6800 Gaming X Trio is also top-notch. With a graphene backplate, the GPU feels solid. The cooling solution is excellent, too, with the Torx 4.0 fan that has pairs of blades bound together for more focused airflow. The GPU is pretty power-hungry with 650 minimum PSU requirements. So make sure to get a proper power supply for the GPU. Overall, the MSI AMD Radeon RX 6800 Gaming X Trio is a solid offering from MSI that suits anyone looking for a good-looking RGB GPU for their gaming PC builds. For unique design, check the XFX Speedster Merc 319 Radeon RX 6800. The number 3 position is held by ASUS TUF Gaming AMD Radeon RX 6800. ASUS regularly makes solid GPUs for PC gamers. The ASUS TUF Gaming AMD Radeon RX 6800 strikes a perfect balance between performance and price. The GPU is pretty hefty with its enormous dimensions in all aluminum shroud. The cooling fans have dual ball bearings for increased performance and longevity. Like the ASUS ROG Strix AMD Radeon RX 6800, we have an axial tack fan design, offering increased fan blades and reverse rotation for optimized cooling. All these cooling techniques help the GPU to stay cool during intensive gameplays at high resolution. We're talking about 1440p gaming here. The design of the GPU is not the most attractive aspect. It has an all-black color scheme with some aggressive design patterns. On the front, there's an RGB lit TUF logo. Otherwise, there's no RGB present here. To wrap up, the ASUS TUF Gaming AMD Radeon RX 6800 is a top choice for its high price-to-performance ratio with its aggressive cooling and outstanding performance. But it is not the best choice if you want a better-looking and sleek RGB card. For that, take a look at the MSI AMD Radeon RX 6800 Gaming X Trio. Next, at number 4, we have XFX Speedster Merc 319 Radeon RX 6800. XFX makes some interesting-looking graphics cards. The XFX Speedster Merc 319 Radeon RX 6800 is a top contender for its modern and sleek design. The GPU has a rather boxy design, with a black exterior and white trim around the fans. The front has the big Radeon RX 6800 writing on it. Also, the backplate has ventilation and a fancy Merc branding. Overall, it looks sleek, modern, stylish all at the same time. It would certainly stand out with such exciting design choices among the numerous GPUs with almost the same design schemes. If you're looking for RGB, the XFX Speedster Merc 319 Radeon RX 6800 does not have the traditional RGB lighting. Instead, you get LEDs that illuminate the Radeon and XFX logos. All would not like such a setup, but in person, the illumination looks super cool. The GPU is relatively hefty, so you have to ensure ample space inside your PC case. Also, check out our tested Quiet CPU cooler for your PC. Overall, the XFX Speedster Merc 319 Radeon RX 6800 is excellent for unique aesthetics and outstanding performance. If you would like something more common looking with RGB, take a look at the ASUS ROG AMD Radeon RX 6800 Phantom Gaming D. The number 5 position is held by Gigabyte AMD Radeon RX 6800. Gigabyte made an excellent compact GPU with the Gigabyte AMD Radeon RX 6800. It packs all the good stuff about the RX 6800 card but at a small form factor. The GPU has a silver and black color scheme, which is quite the standard. On the front, you have the Radeon and Gigabyte logos. Among them, the Radeon logo is illuminated in red. The dimensions of the GPU are very compact. It doesn't look like other RX 6800 cards, which are generally big and hefty. Instead, you get a relatively slim and short GPU here. WindForce 3X cooling system featuring 3 AM fans with reverse rotation and direct touch heat pipes. Moreover, the fan blades have a unique design with a 3D stripe curve that helps with more guided airflow. With such cooling, it performs neck to neck with other RX 6800 cards on the list. So you still get the top-notch 1440 gaming experience with fidelity and anti-lag feature. Here's the unique part: unlike other GPUs on the list, this one has a USB Type-C port. So it's featuring quite a lot despite being compact. To sum up, buy the Gigabyte AMD Radeon RX 6800 if you want a compact RX 6800 card or if your PC doesn't fit other RX 6800 cards. But if it fits, you can go for the ASUS ROG Strix AMD Radeon RX 6800 instead. The number 6 position is dominated by PowerColor Fighter AMD Radeon RX 6800. PowerColor makes top-notch budget GPUs. The PowerColor Fighter AMD Radeon RX 6800 is a glowing example of that. At such low prices, you get a top-quality GPU with good performance. The design of the GPU is nothing to write home about. It has a boxy design and, interestingly, an all-black color scheme. The cooling technology used here is quite remarkable. 3 9-dam fans with optimized fan blades blow air to the heatsink with optimized airflow for maximum efficiency. Not only that, the GPU has mute fan technology, which turns off the fan when the temperature is below a certain point so that you can enjoy peaceful 0 dB gaming. Therefore, buy the PowerColor Fighter AMD Radeon RX 6800 if you need a top-performing RX 6800 at low cost. But if you have some more cash to spare, take a look at the ASUS TUF Gaming AMD Radeon RX 6800. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Sapphire Nitro Plus Radeon RX 6800. The Nitro Plus from Sapphire has always been one of the top partner models for any AMD card, and this one is no exception. The Sapphire Nitro Plus RX 6800 features a big bulky heatsink for exceptional cooling performance while being one of the best-looking RX 6800 cards on the market. The card also features a really high boost clock of 2190 MHz out of the box, which is the highest of any RX 6800 model. For the cooling system, Sapphire has come with a really big GPU cooler with several copper pipes and a unique design to keep the temperatures down. The card actually features multiple heatsinks for the different heat-generating components like the GPU die, memory modules, and VRM components. The heatsink features a unique wave-shaped fin design with V-shaped cutouts to improve heat dissipation. Aesthetically, Sapphire has gone with a sleek industrial design that looks fairly modern and minimalistic at the same time. The main fan shroud is metallic silver while the backplate features a somewhat aggressive design. RGB is also plentiful while also being tasteful, and any lighting on the card can be controlled fairly easily via the Trick software from Sapphire. Overall, the Nitro Plus is a really fantastic aftermarket variant and the best overall RX 6800. It does come at a price premium, but the robust cooling and great performance make it a worthy investment. The number 8 position is held by Gigabyte Gaming Radeon RX 6800. If you are looking for an affordable RX 6800 graphics card on a tight budget, then the Gigabyte Gaming RX 6800 might be the card for you. Although it sits at the bottom of the stack for Gigabyte's offering for this generation, only that does not necessarily mean it is a bad card. It may not possess the highest factory GPU overclock or the coolest operating temperatures, but it does deliver well-built RX 6800 graphics card at an affordable price. In terms of cooling, Gigabyte has opted for a simple yet effective cooling solution in the gaming node. It includes 3 ATEM fans that spin in opposite directions in order to reduce turbulence in the airflow. The main heatsink of the card spans across the entire length of the card and has a big contact plate for efficient heat transfer. The large metal base plate contacts the GPU die, the memory modules, and the VRM of the card directly, and therefore transfers that heat to the heatsink. There are 5 copper heat pipes present in the cooling solution as well for optimal heat transfer, while additional dedicated heat pipes also cool the VRM. The fans of the card turn off when the GPU is idling or consuming less power. Finally, the number 9 position is dominated by AMD RX 6800 reference card. Most people avoid reference cards from both AMD and NVIDIA. This is because they are usually louder, run hotter, and have a lower boost clock. However, this time, both NVIDIA and AMD came up with solid reference cards. For anyone that doesn't feel comfortable paying extra money for minimal extra features and improvements in performance, they can simply get an RX 6800 directly from AMD. AMD advertises a boost clock of 2105 MHz, but the GPU does go a little further than that. During heavy loads, the core boosts up to 2225 MHz. In terms of overclocking, there is a little bit of headroom. With the power limit on max, you could probably reach around 2450 or even 2500 MHz. However, your mileage may vary. This is a reference design, so don't expect anything too impressive in terms of noise and thermals. During heavy load, the GPU reaches a temperature of 7 Celsius. That isn't too bad considering the fans don't spin up very much. With the fans reaching 1600 RPM, the system noise level stay below 34 dBA. That's all for today. We upload computer and accessories product review videos every single day. So, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.